Welcome to our Pilates flow today. We're going to start with a flex band, seated, and we're going to go right into the stretches for our hamstrings. So everyone, go ahead and sit. Make sure that you have enough space. We're going to be rolling down slowly. Really also working on releasing your back a little bit at a time. Lower back, mid back, ribs, shoulders, back of the neck. So everything very slowly, controlled through your breath. All of those wonderful things. Have buy also whatever you need for your neck. If you're stressing your neck, either a blanket, a towel, something that works for you. I always have something close by. Okay, so flex band. We're going to put it around your left foot, arch. You're going to make sure that it's even on both sides. Okay, you're going to hold one piece in each hand, but I want you to hold it a little closer towards your ankle, kind of midway towards the ankle. I'm going to extend my right leg down on the mat, and I'm going to hold comfortably. Before we do that, let's do a few rolling of the shoulders, kind of lifting the shoulders and then releasing them, right? And lifting the shoulders and then draping them down your back. One more time, inhaling, draping the shoulders, because we are going to be very aware of your upper back. Now, we're going to pick up your thigh, pick up your foot, and I'm going to hinge back a little bit. So I'm not seated on my sits bones. Once I pick up the foot, thigh towards me, I'm going to kind of hinge back a little bit, and then I'm going to bring my elbows along the side. So now I'm going to engage my upper back, very tall through the crown of the head. I'm keeping that resistance, and then I'm going to extend the leg out, right? Pulling up out of the leg, out of the kneecap, keeping that resistance, and then soften the knee, think thigh towards the chest, because we're going to do that a few more times, extending out through the heel, and then breathing through this, and extending out, keeping that connection to your upper back, and extending out. We're going to do one more. And soften the knee. Don't drop the heel. Try to keep the heel in line with your knee, and then extend, and now extend the arms. Now I'm holding, okay? Now we're going to tilt the pelvis, tilting the pelvis so that you'll release your tailbone, your tailbone, and then release your sacrum. So if you're not familiar with the anatomy of the spine, we're just going section by section. Now let's roll back up. And now you're going to sit on your sits bones again, all right? So we're going to hinge. We're going to tilt the pelvis. We're going to release sacrum, right? Now we're going to release the lumbars, the lower back. I'm holding, my arms are extended. I'm softening my front body so that I can feel my lower back, not my ribs. Let's come up. Breathing through this, extending the leg. Don't drop it, just extend it. Let's roll back to release a little bit more of the back. Inhaling and exhaling. I'm releasing my sacrum, my lumbars, my lower back, my rib cage. Yeah, but not my shoulders. Feel that. My rib cage is on. Let's roll up. Breath, breath, breath. Oh, yes. Good. Let's roll down. Now we're going to release also the shoulders. Inhale. My other leg is extending on the mat, and I'm controlling this movement. I'm not collapsing, right? It's all about that controlled breath. I'm going to release now my shoulders, my shoulder blades, but I'm not going to release my head. I'm going to roll up. I'm going to scoop in, sink that navel deep, deep, deep towards your back. As you come right back up. We're going all the way down. Here we go. Keep extending that right leg on the mat, and slowly, gently breathing through this Yes, I'm now there. My shoulders are on, my shoulder blades, I feel my neck is nice and long. Now, if your neck is very arched here, this is where you need a little support right at the tip of your skull. Yeah, there we go. Good. And now I'm going to again bend the elbows, kind of east and west, not into my body, but away from my body. And I'm going to soften that knee. And I'm looking at my toes and I'm going to extend the leg up. I'm again creating that resistance. Yeah. And then I'm softening the knee. I'm extending through the back of the leg and I'm softening the knee. One more time, I'm extending. Now arms are long and now we're going to roll up. I'm going to lift my head and just like I came down section by section, I'm going to sink that navel towards my back. I'm going to allow that leg to come forward and breath. And now we're rolling down again. Long arms, let's just roll down. Bringing that leg with you, tailbone under, releasing slowly, no collapsing. It's all about your control. There we are. Now let's have some give on the strap, yeah? And we're going to hold the strap with your right hand. I have my left hand. We're working on my left hand, on my left leg. So I'm holding now in my right arm. And I'm going to bend that right elbow and bring that leg across from my right side towards my left. Maybe you can put that elbow on the mat. Maybe not. Just bend it. And now let's take a moment to check in with your body. How does this feel? I'm still keeping my left hip on, but I'm bringing my attention to that right and left side of my body. I'm breathing through this. If you have, tight hamstrings, then you might be getting a lot of information from, your glute area. If that is so, if it's very uncomfortable, you can always soften the knee. That is always available to you. Always make whatever, modifications you need. So I'm there and I'm breathing through this. Yeah. Now, if you've done this a lot and you want to go ahead and pick up that hip, now we got to use your core, deep abdominal muscles. As you lift a little bit, you can soften the knee. Now make sure that that right elbow is in on the mat and you're there. That hip is lifted. Now check in. What about your upper back, your shoulder blades? Yeah, comfortably on the mat. Is there a lot of stuff happening? Soften the knee. Yeah, breathe into that. If you want to look over towards the left side because my leg is going towards the right, you can do that. Also check in, see how that feels. One more breath here. And then bring your head back to the center. Bring that leg back right in front of that left hip. Change hands, okay? Now my right hand, I'm going to put it on top of my right hip. And I'm going to bend that left elbow and bring that leg away from the body. And again, here you can soften the knee, yeah, or you can extend it. Imprint that elbow on the mat. And let's hold that there. You don't want to drop the leg, right? You can extend it. Again, this is where you are in charge. If you want to extend that leg closer towards the floor, then you want to make sure that your right side, your right hip, your navel, your shoulders are comfortably on the mat. You have not just collapsed over towards that side. Yeah. One more breath again. Inhale and exhale. And then bring the leg back right in front of your hip. Now, let's have a little bit more give, unless you already have, the entire, you're holding at the very edge. But again, and when you're holding, no gripping, just hold tightly. Just don't hold tight. All right, now we're going to go into our leg circles. So we're gonna go, and we're using core. We just happen to be holding on to the strap. So we're gonna cross over left. You're gonna reach it across towards the right, forward slightly around, and you can keep that elbow down. Yeah. And we go away from, like, cross over, down and away from the body and back to the center. Navel towards your back the whole time. You're in control here. And around 3. We're inhaling, find your circle, and back 4. We're going to go for 8 and around 5. My right leg is on the mat. 6. Inhale around, easy on your wrist. 7. One more. And now we're going to reverse it. We're going to go slightly away, forward, cross it. 1. Checking in with your hip and around. And that's 3. And again, I have to mention, if you have any hip issues, modify, soften the knee, make the circle smaller, or skip this. Yeah. You know what your body history is. Let's do 2 more because I think I lost count while talking. Last one. There we go. And now my leg is right in front. I'm going to hold again in each hand the strap. And I'm going to, hold it closer to where it was before. Now I'm going to roll up. So long leg, navel imprinted towards your back. Careful with your shoulders as you lift. And now that leg is coming forward. Breath, breath, breath. Yeah. Good. And then release. Let's put the strap to the side before we go to the other side. Again, sit well. Same leg. Let's interlace your hands. Pick it up. All right. Pick it up. And now from the back of the leg, let's extend it. And then soften. Okay. Keep the thigh towards you. Elbows reaching out. Right. So you're here, not here. Elbows reaching away from you. Let's do 2 more. Thigh towards you. I'm hinging a little bit. Extend the leg. And then release it. Good. There we go. And extend the leg. Now let's see if we can grab that leg. Grab the leg. If you have to soften the knee, of course, soften it. But grab it. Now check in with your shoulders. Relax the shoulders, okay? We're going to roll. Control here. Don't drop. And then come back up. All right? We're going to roll. And then come back up. One more time. Don't collapse. There we go. Good. Now, bend the knee. And let's bring that foot across. And pull it towards you. Yeah? Sit up tall. Pull it towards you. We're going to go right into a gentle thoracic rotation. So I've got my left over my right. I'm going to come around my right side. Right thoracic rotation. I'm going to grab that leg. 2 options. You can just hold here and a gentle rotation. You can hold, loop that left shoulder, bring your hand behind you, and then gently look down and back. Breath. And just check in with your body here. Navel gently towards your back. That whole rotation through, right, your obliques, all the way up through the crown of the head. And relax those shoulders. 1 more breath. And let's extend that other leg nice and long. Good. Let's go ahead and let's do the other side. I'm just going to wrap the other side. Grab the leg with my left. Rotate to the other side. And then reach my hand, right hand behind. Try and not lean into that hand. Try and use that arm to help you find extension of the spine and breath. Good. And then let that go. Shake out the leg. All right, let's go for the other side. So grab your strap. And let's repeat what we just did. The strap is right around my arch. I have the straps even. I walk my hands towards more or less, the center of my leg. And then I bring my thigh Bend the elbows out, roll those shoulders down, heel in line with my knees, and then extend. You're creating that resistance. I'm using my upper back, and then soften. And then I extend, and I soften, and I extend. Core, and soften. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. I'm slightly behind my sits bones, yeah? Now, let's extend. Long arms. Here we go. Just the tip of your tailbone. So I'm going to tilt my pelvis. I just want to get that tip. There we go. Tip of the tailbone. And then I'm going to roll back up. Yeah. Now I'm on my sits bones. And I'm going to roll back. And now I want to check in and I want to think, okay, now my sacrum. Yeah, still tip of your lower back. Let's roll up. Breath. Yeah. Good. Long arms. Let's roll back. I'm not pulling. I'm just holding. I'm tilting my pelvis. Now my sacrum, lower back, lumbars. 5 of them. Yeah? Not your rib cage. Navel sinking to, I'm softening through here. Yeah. And I'm holding that. Now let's roll up. Breath, breath, breath. Extend that leg. All right, here we go. Articulating each part of your back. Now we're going to release your ribs. Yeah, the ribs. Maybe even your shoulder blades. Good. Long arms. Let's roll up. Breath. Control. Control. Feel your sits bones. Now we're going to roll all the way back. Yeah. Let's do it. And don't hold the breath. That's a big no-no. Yeah. Slowly. Slowly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's just release to your shoulders, not your head. Yeah. There we go. I'm not releasing my head. Let's roll up. Here's the control. Core. It's all about that. Breath. And now we're going to roll down. Yeah, this, see if you can distinguish in your body each part of, right? Each part of your spine as you, there, feel your shoulder blades. Good. Breath. You're there. Bend the elbows a little bit and bend the thigh. Bend that knee. Yes. Keep the elbows out. Let's extend that leg straight up now. Okay. Keeping that resistance. Let's bend thigh towards you. Don't drop your heels. You're looking at your foot as you create that resistance, reaching up through the heel. Release. Let's do 2 more. And I'm extending slowly. And then I'm releasing. And I'm breathing through this. Now let's extend the arms. Okay? Our first roll up all the way. Extend that left leg. Here we go. I'm lifting my head. I'm sinking my front body towards the back. As I bring that leg forward, I'm breathing, exhaling, tap. And let's roll it down. Again, you are articulating each part of your back as you release it on the mat. And there you are. Now let's have some give. On the strap, hold both of the straps in your left hand because I'm working my right. Yes. And now I'm going to bend that left elbow as I bring that leg across from my right side. I want to start by keeping that right hip, and you can't see that on the screen, but you're going to keep that right hip. I usually like to put my hand right on top of that pelvic rim, and that elbow might touch, might not. Give yourself enough give so that you can imprint that elbow. And now let's just take a moment. Check in with your body. What's happening? What's going on? Shoulder blades on the mat. Breath is comfortable, right? Collarbones are nice and wide. Navel towards your back body. Yeah. And if you need to soften the knee, soften the knee. Now let's add let's use your core and pick up that right hip, a little bit. Pick it up. And again, if you have to always make adjustments, all right. So I've picked up that right hip, but I want to keep my shoulder blades on the mat, both. So my right shoulder is still on. Yeah. And at this point, if you want to turn your head and look away from that leg, look to the right, do so. One more breath here. And then center yourself, center your head, bring that leg back right in front. And now I'm going to change hands. Now I'm holding in my right hand, left hand on top of my left hip. And I'm making sure that, that I'm centered well. And now I'm bending that right elbow and I'm going to reach that leg away from me. I'm going to reach out through my heel. And again, I'm going to anchor that right elbow. Rest. Whatever's going on in the groin area, breathe into it. If it's too much, soften the knee. You have options, all right? Good. Oh, let's take another 2 breaths here. Reach out through the heel. And again, check in with your wrist. We're checking always. We're not just working one part. The whole body, you are being aware of where you are, right? Now, let's bring that leg back in front. Keep that right elbow anchored. We're going to go for our leg circle. So now I'm going to go from my right, cross it over to my left, forward, away from the body, 1. Yeah. And around and exhale 2. Keep that elbow on the mat. And that's 3. Inhale around, exhale 4. 5. The breath is flowing. 6. Inhale, exhale 7. Last one. Center away from the body, down, cross it 1. So make your circle, right? It can be small or it could be big, but whatever it is, you want to be anchored through your hips. Let's say now this one is 6. Inhale, exhale 7. And last one, here we go. Yeah, now let's again open the straps, hold in each hand, right? Walk up, your hands up the strap, and now, breath, let's roll up, chin towards, right? You're looking at your toes, and you are coming back up through, releasing that leg. On the mat, take the straps, put it to the side, pick up, interlace your hands behind the back of the thigh, tilt a little bit, and now again, let's find those hamstrings and extend, shoulders relaxed, 1, and extend, 2, and in, and exhale, pulling up out of that kneecap. Now see if you can grab the leg wherever you can. You have to bend it, bend it. Now this is about control. Relax those shoulders. Let's roll on your sits bones, yeah? Maybe a little bit towards your tailbone. And then roll. You're rolling on your sits bones. And then back. And let's do 2 more. Relax those shoulders. 1 more. There you go. Now, let's bend that knee and bring it across the other leg. My left leg is extended. I'm going to make sure that my foot is on. Now I'm going to come from my left. So I'm going to rotate obliques, right? Thoracic rotation. I'm going to use my right arm to help me lift and then rotate. Look over that shoulder. Very gently, right? With your eyes, gentle, gentle. Now breathe into that. A few breaths. Make sure your foot is imprinted. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. And let's come around. Thoracic rotation. From the other side, you can just hold, or again, let's find that place. Look down and over that shoulder very gently. Inhale and exhale. And one more breath. There you go. And let's come back and then extend and just reach forward, reach towards your toes. Breath. And then sit up. We're going to go right into our abdominal series. So I'm going to pick up my left leg. All right. And I'm going to hold behind the back of the thighs. You can hold, the knees, but I prefer elbows out. Now this is control again, because I'm going to roll down, bringing that thigh towards me, just like you did, right? And as I do that, I'm going to lift my right leg slightly off as I come. And then I'm going to keep my shoulders off. I'm looking at my thigh, core. Yeah, slow. Let's change legs. We go one, long leg, okay? And we extend. Yes, and we reach. So the height of the leg is up to you. You can keep it high or you can extend it low. It all depends on your control. And we go inhale and exhale. And we inhale, we pull, we extend and reach, and we pull and extend. One more time. Yeah, both knees in. Relax the back of the neck. I'm holding. My tailbone is down. Let's extend both legs up and then soften. I'm going to inhale, extend the legs. I'm preparing for the next move that we're going to do. Now, keeping your head still down, let's just extend the arms and the legs up. Palms facing each other, and then I just hold. Here's the breath. Inhale, and then exhale. One more time, just like that. Now, hold. Let's pick up your head. If you have issues with your neck, you can keep your head down, or you can use one hand behind the back of your skull and then just work with one arm. So it would look like this. And here we go. We change the angle, arms slicing the air, legs reaching, arms by your ears, imprint that lower back, and then thighs towards you. Don't drop the heels. Thighs, front of the thighs. Inhale, control. Exhale, gently bring the thighs towards you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we come in. Inhale, we reach out. Exhale. Let's do two more long legs and exhale. And we reach out and exhale. Release your head if you had it lifted. Check in. Yeah, we're going to go for scissors. Let's extend both legs up. All right. Now, the idea is to try to keep the legs straight. But again, you can soften the knee. So I'm going to hold on to my left leg. I'm going to reach my right leg halfway down. I'm going to lift my head. Yeah. And again, I can hold and work with one hand, or, right? Whatever works. Here we go. We're going to change legs. The movement comes from the hip, deep core muscles, deep back muscles, and we pull. And I'm looking at my shins and I change. And we go 3 and 3. And we go 4 and 4. Breath and 5. Inhale, exhale. 7 and 7. Last one. That's 8. Bend the knees. And let's bring your feet down. Yeah. Good. So let's bring your feet together, knees together, arms by your side. And just take a moment. Let's do a few tilting of the hips, right? So I'm over imprinting, I'm overarching. Top of the pelvic rim, right? I'm just tilting it towards my thighs. Hold it there. overarching. Tilt the hips towards the bottom of your rib cage, over imprinting. Find your neutral. That's where we want to work. Lift deep out of your flooring. You're going to feel like your lower back is very imprinted on the mat, but you're in neutral. You're in neutral position. Yes, good. Now, let's bring your hands behind the skull, tip of the skull, interlace, not the neck, interlace, open the elbows comfortably. Now let's find your chest lift. So meaning you're going to lift, but you're going to keep the bottom of your rib cage, I'm sorry, the top of your rib cage on the mat. You're lifting the tip of your shoulder blades, and I'm resting my head on my hands. I'm going to work those obliques. I'm going to bring that left oblique across, and then I'm going to release it. Same side, 8 times. I'm going to exhale, and I'm going to inhale, yeah? You can work one hand if you like, or you can keep both hands behind. I'm going to exhale, feel that action, inhale. Don't collapse, again. Don't lean into the other side, 4. I'm going to exhale and inhale. I want to find that connection. Deep abs also working, yeah? And we go across and solid on your feet. And we go across, breath, let's do one more. And reach it across, center, don't collapse. Let's change to the other side. So again, I'm holding behind the tip of my skull, not my neck, elbow comfortably open. And now I'm going to come from that right side to the left and then slightly back. I'm going to exhale and I'm going to inhale. And I'm solid on my feet and breath. And exhale, 4 and inhale. So your neck is always held. 5. Exhale and inhale. We reach across and breath. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, inhale, last one. There you go. And then release and breath. Arms by your side. Let's open your legs the width of your hips. Yeah. So picking up each foot. Let's pick up each foot first. Let's extend that left leg long on the mat. Yeah. Give yourself a good stretch. Let's extend the left arm. So imagine your left arm starts at your waist. So a gentle, stretching in opposite direction. Yeah. Good. Now let's bring in a little bit of flexion. As you start bringing your arm forward, you start lifting your head. You're going to lifting your leg. You're going to lift your head. You're following that arm and you're going to tap this leg. Tap it. And then as you reach in opposition, you're going to release your leg. Solid on your other foot. I'm going to inhale to begin. And then I'm going to exhale, flexion, breath, tap it, solid on the other foot again, and reach it again, reach in opposition. Let's do that one more time. I'm going to inhale, and then on the exhale, yeah, there we go, good. Now grab the leg, let's grab it, yeah? Grab that leg and let's bring it towards you. Still finding those hamstrings. Yeah, I'm looking at my shin. If you want to extend your other leg down, a bit of a stretch through the back of that leg. If you need to put one hand behind the back of your skull, yeah, we're holding, we're breathing. There we go. And now sliding your hands down, extend, breath, and bend the knee. Okay, good. So we're there. Both knees are bent. Right? Neutral spine, drawing up from your flooring, shoulder blades imprint, head. Let's extend that right leg now. Long leg. I like to reach out through the heels, toes up, reaching the ceiling, facing the ceiling. I want to find that stretch. And now I want to extend my arm. And again, if you have any shoulder issues, right? Modify. Good. So now here we go. I'm going to take a breath, inhale. And as I exhale, imagine the air is so thick. I'm lifting my head, I'm reaching my arm, I'm lifting my leg, I'm bringing that leg, I'm finding my deep connection, tap it, and then extend. I'm going to inhale and exhale. Strong leg now. Tap, and then extend. We're not dropping, we're pressing out through thick air. Let's do one more. Inhale. As you see your hand, lift your head, reach. Yeah, you got it. Now let's grab the leg. Yeah. And let's gently bring it towards you. Use your core, shoulders off. And then if you want to extend the other leg, again, neck, well, just gently hold on. And I'm going to think about breathing into that stretch. Yeah. Inhale and exhale. And I'm going to slide my hands down, release, and then extend. There we go. Breath. Let it go. Let it go. Give yourself a gentle stretch in opposite direction. Both arms and legs, but keep your ribs relaxed. Yeah. We're not overarching. We're keeping everything in alignment. Let's bring the arms down. Take a moment. Let's bend and bend. All right, good. So let's go into our half bridges. So solid on your feet, hip distance apart, solid on your arms. Now let's check in. Check in. Feet, yeah, neutral spine. I'm going to place an invisible kind of ball between my inner thighs so that my knees are not all over the place. Solid. Knees are facing the ceiling. I want to feel my my shoulder blades, my ribs. Yeah. I want to drape my shoulder blades down my back, and I want to feel now my fingers, my hands, my forearm, upper arm. Yeah, and my neck is relaxed because now we're going to go right into our half bridge. So pressing well through all those points I just mentioned. Let's pick up the hips. There we go. Keep that navel towards your back. A little bit of action here in the glutes, not too much. We're not doing much, but just feel that action. So imagine from the top of your pelvic rim, you're shooting those thighs towards your knees. Your knees are shooting away from your hips, and your arms are imprinted. Now check in with your feet. Yeah. How about how's the weight? Is it distributed well throughout your toes and toe mounds and heels? Let's lengthen the spine as we begin to release the hips, and then find that neutral position. Okay, we're going to repeat that. So neutral. Here we go. Let's lift. Fine. Hug that invisible ball. Hold on to it. Yeah. Good. Now let's add. Okay. So careful here. We're going to pick up that left foot. We're going to pick it up to 90 right there. Okay. Now I'm just going to tap the toe, tip of the toes, tap, and then back to 90. I'm going to tap. Both hips are quiet. Same height. Tap. I'm going to lift. I'm going to tap. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to exhale. One more time. And now foot. And now hug the inner thighs. Check in. Yeah. If you got a cramp or, whatever, then take a moment. Get back in when you're ready. Okay. So here we go. Right now the weight is a little bit more on your left foot because you're going to pick up the right. 90, tip of the toes, tap, pick up to 90. And breath and lift. You can inhale and exhale, and 2 more, and 90. Last one, and 90. Foot, and then we release, and let's give yourself a stretch. There we go. Good. Give yourself a good hug. Now grab the front of your knees. soft point, and we're going to now start rolling, picking up the tip of that tailbone, right? Picking up the tip of that tailbone, because we're going to roll forward, and I'm going to lift my head, and I'm going to make sure that I hold well, right? You can hold behind the back of the thighs, wherever it is. Keep your knees together. Yes, 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 yes. And then roll up, and let's sit up. Open your feet again, the width of your mat. Let's give yourself a gentle stretch. Imagine, right? Your sits bones are imprinted, but now you want to think, oh, lifting from the crown of the head, creating that length in the spine. Let's reach over. Imagine you're coming over a huge arc, and you're just rounding your body forward. Yeah, and maybe you can grab your toes, your ankles, wherever. You're looking slightly towards the front. There you go. Breath. We're going to roll back up. Yeah. If you need to soften the knees, of course, do so. Now let's open the arms out and rotate the palms up and rotate the palms down. So you can even lead with your thumb, right? As you rotate in that shoulder, and then rotate the palms up. Let's do that one more time. Think thumb is leading, and then thumb. There we go. And let's hold that there. Hold that there. Now soften the elbows. We're going to go into for a little spinal rotation. So I'm going to rotate from that left side very gently. And as I reach across, I'm going to do two little pulses. I'm going to go pulse it, bah. Gentle, gentle. Don't lead with the arms. Rotation, rotation, and then pulse it, and then come back to center. Solid. Extend those legs. And here we go. And we pulse, and breath. Yeah. If you're leaning all the way back, that's when you have to soften those knees. So you can stay right over your sits bones. Pulse, center, breath. Yeah. Good. Now, let's extend the arms forward. All right. Now we're going to add the saw. So again, here's a rotation. I'm going to rotate from my right to my left side. I'm going to extend arms in opposite direction. Now I'm going to come from that right side, and I'm going to reach across. As I do that, I'm looking under this left shoulder as I try to reach towards the other foot. Right hip is down. Take a moment here. Let's hold that. Breath. Find it for yourself. Yeah, if you can grab a toe or grab your shin or grab your ankle. Let's come back to the center. Sit up tall. Let's repeat on the other side. Again, thoracic rotation. I'm reaching across, both arms reaching in opposite direction. Now keep this hip down. Here we go. Cross it over. I'm looking under that right shoulder. Breath. And then center and really shake it out. All right, let's come on to your side, guys. So I am coming towards the opposite, towards the back edge. I'm on my left. Here is where, if you need a little support for your head, you might have something on your shoulder happening. I don't know, but if you do have, then you have to make whatever adjustments. If nothing is going on, then you can rest your head. You can extend your arm right under or a little forward, and then you can rest your head on the top of, right, of your arm there. So my back, my hips are at the back edge. Both knees bend on the front, 90-degree angle, long through the crown of the head. Yeah, I'm there. So foot over foot and knee over knee, hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. This arm right here, right in front of my waist. And I'm going to roll those shoulder blades down my back. I just go through all the, all the parts of the body that you want to, have in that alignment. And of course, the breath. All right. So a little glute action, core back. Let's pick up hip height, knee, hip height. And then we close it. 1. We lift and we close it. 2. We inhale and we exhale. 3. I don't have to lift any higher than my hip. 4, 5, 6. Let's do 2 more. 7. Stay on your side. Don't drop. That's it. Now let's lift hip height and now extend the leg right under your hip. Right under your hip. Keep extending. Keep reaching out through the heel. Keep lifting out of your flooring. Keep draping those shoulder blades. Now let's swing it forward. 2 little kicks and then slightly back, and you can soft point it. And you can go exhale, exhale, and then soft point it back. Bottom leg, you can flex it. And we flex, flex, and then a soft point back. And exhale, exhale, hip height the whole time. And exhale, exhale, and inhale. And exhale, exhale, inhale. Let's do 2 more. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Last one. Inhale, bend the knee and breath. Oh, yes. Good. Check in again. Where, what's going on in your body? That's what that's why we're here. Don't collapse. Let's pick up the top leg and extend it. Reach it out. I'm not rotating out. I'm very parallel. All right. And I'm just going to lift and lower. I'm just going to lift and lower. Imagine, right? I always say, imagine the air is so thick, you're pressing up through thick air, and then you're hugging back in. And this is 4 and down. We can inhale and exhale. And it's 6 and breath. We go 7. 1 more. That's it. Good. Now, I'm going to extend the bottom leg, still front of the, front of your mat. And then bring the other leg on top. And then rotate slightly out, heel to heel, top heel. Now we lift. And then we flex, heel to heel. Now we've rotated slightly out, and that's 2. And I'm inhaling and exhaling, and I'm checking with the rest of my body, yeah? And that's 3. And inhale and exhale, 4. Lift and exhale, 5. Lift and breath, 6. 7. Check in with your neck, and that's 8. Soften both knees. Yeah, good. Okay, one more thing, and then we're going to the other side. The other side has already learned. So the other side, we might be doing it a little bit more flow, but let's pick up. And again, let's extend that leg. We're going for the bicycle. Let's do 4 of those. Keep this foot bent. Yeah, flex that knee bend. Soft point. I'm going to bring that leg straight towards me, and I'm going to grab it, and I'm just going to give it a good hug. That first one, the knee is slightly bent, and I'm just pulling that thigh towards me. Then I'm going to let it go and reach it back. Hip flexion and extension, core. Soft, here we go. Bring it forward, straight leg, soften the knee over the knee, and then extend long through that, right? Those psoas muscles, reach it forward. Breath over the other knee, extend. 1 more time. Inhale, soft knee, reach it out, hold it there, nice and long, hip over hip. Let's give yourself a good stretch here. Yeah, there we go. Bring that arm right back to where it was. Now, soften the knee, bring that knee towards you, and then extend out. Again, hamstring, reach out through that heel. Reach the leg back, soft point. Soften the knee, then hip, core, back, length. Yeah. Here we go. Reach it back. Soften the knee, bring that thigh towards you, extend. Last one, guys. Soft. Bring it in and reach, 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 reach. and then release. Oh, yes. Good. Let's come to the other side. So, like I said, that side, right? This side now has learned. So we're finding our placement. Both knees forward, foot over foot, knee over knee, hip over hip, long, right? Without collapsing this arm right in front. I'm ready. Long through the crown of the head. There we go. Good. And here we go. Let's just pick up and then close it one, right? So no higher, that knee no higher than your hip. Close it two. Inhale, I'm flexing my bottom foot. 3. Checking in with my glutes, yeah? 4. Inhale and exhale. And breath and exhale. 3 more. And inhale and exhale. And I'm pressing up and exhale. 1 more time. And close it, yeah. I'm going to lift again, hip height, but now I want to extend that leg. I'm going to flex it. Yeah, right over. Okay, check in. Hip over hip. Good, we're ready to move. And we kick it forward. Soft point back. The air is very thick. I'm keeping that height as I reach forward and back. And kick it, and inhale back. And you could exhale, and inhale back. Let's do 4 more. Kick it, inhale. Checking in, hip over hip, and soft point. And kick it, and breath. Last one, guys. Kick it, breath, bring it over, and release. Take a moment. Let's pick up. Let's extend that leg right under, right? Yeah, parallel. Let's lift and then press it down 1. Easy on the neck and press it down 2. Inhale and press it down 3. Using those bands on the side of your thighs and legs and breath. And inhale and exhale. Let's do 2 more. Shoulders. Yeah. Good. Breath. Now let's extend both legs still to the front, okay? I'm going to rotate out that top leg. Here we go. We lift a little bit more and then we flex and bring it down 1. Inhale and exhale 2. I always check in with my neck and inhale and exhale 4 and 5. Core, hip over hip, and 6. 2 more. And last one. Breath, bend both knees. Yeah. Good. Bottom foot is gonna stay solid, flex. I'm gonna pick up the top leg. I'm gonna again stretch it out. Let's give yourself a good stretch here. This is a good place too, yeah. And I can even lift my head. Just make sure I'm not over, right? Doing anything that's gonna bother me afterwards. So I'm going to bring that leg forward. I'm going to bend the knee. I'm going to grab that first one and I want to bring that thigh towards me. Give it a good hug. And then I'm going to let it go and reach it back. Hip action, core, deep abs. Here we go. Forward, soft knee, knee over knee, and then extend. And forward, soft, knee over knee, and long. Forward. Soft knee over, and let's hold it there for a moment. That was 4. Yeah. And soft knee, bring it forward, and now extend. Soft foot, bend, bring it through, extend. Reach it forward, extend. Yeah. There we go. And breath. All right. Onto your tummy and just give yourself a good stretch here, right? Legs, extend the arms, forehead, you're looking down. You can put, a little whatever for your forehead. And all I want is length, not interested in height. So let's lift opposite arm and legs. I'm going to just lift my right arm and my left leg slightly off, but I want extension. Keep that belly button towards your back. My forehead is slightly off and I'm looking down. And then I'm going to release. And then I want to do the same thing on the other side, long through the back of the neck. And then I want to release. Let's repeat that. Reach. Let it go. Inhale, reach. Let it go. Let's extend arms and legs, both. Let it go. One more time, reach. Let it go. Yeah. Let's bring your hands kind of right in line with your shoulders, elbows down. We're just going to pick up the hips. Press down into your forearms, pick up the hips, reach your hips back. Now bring your knees forward. Yeah. And toes together. Let's find some form of release here. Yeah. You can extend the arms, give yourself a good stretch there. Forehead, you're looking down, reaching the tip of your tailbone away from you. A good stretch through, right? Through those lats. Yeah. And there you have it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah. Good. So hope to see all of you in my next session.